Hi everybody, welcome back to the craft room. I haven't been in here for a few days because I've been at my sister's, so I had a fabulous time. But back now, so I'm going to do some crafting. I think it's going to be quite a short one because I've got a doctor's appointment this morning, so I need to be finished and on my way for that. But today's card, a lady called Michelle asked me to show her how to use alcohol markers and colour in a teddy bear die. Now, only die I've got is a gummy a pound one, which is in pieces, which I would end up colouring a little bit different to if I had it in one piece. And she said her die cuts in one piece apart from the eyes and the nose. So I thought the closest I could get to was this little stamp. This is, I think it's the only teddy bear stamp I've got apart from a really tiny one. So I'm going to colour him in. I don't know who made him. He's an unmounted stamp. I've left it in the stamp platform in case I want to re-stamp him. But I'm also going to use the movers and shakers tags from Paper Discovery. And I'm going to use Have a Very Happy Day. So you'll have to excuse my puffing. Hopefully I'll get on some antibiotics and this cough and chest infection I think I've got will clear up. So I'll be back relatively to normal hopefully. So I'm going to get this coloured. I have pulled out for him some browns. So I've got a really dark one, which is chestnuts, raw umber, potato brown and rose beige. So that's going to be him. I've got a black brown, which is nothing like black, but black brown, which is going to go with this one of these browns to do his pads. And then I've got a coral pink, a fruit pink and a rose bouvard to do his pads, black to do his nose, but I might re-stamp him, let's say. So it's going to be a pretty basic card, mostly colouring. Get a stamp, sentiment stamped on there and mounted on the card. So let's start with some colouring. Firstly, don't be afraid to go really, really dark on one of your darks because it does make all the difference if you've got a shading on there, but only tiny bits obviously. So I'm going to do that after I've done the colouring. So I'm going to take the darkest of the three that we've got, and the places where you would put shade, anything that is over the top of something else, so just here where his foot is over the top of his arm would have a shadow on it. This would be a shadow back here. Anything that is sort of going to be close to the ground like that, equally so under his tummy. His arm is laying over his body, so around there, and this side, and his head is over his chin, his head is over his chest. So I'm going to go really dark on these later, so bit of dark on the overlap here, bottom of his leg, and just up a little bit. I'll do his head last. So, and then what we want to do is just blend that up a little bit. And leave white where we're going to have a highlight. and that'll be at the top of his foot there. If you colour over your highlights, don't worry, because if you've got a gel pen you can go in. This wouldn't be lighter, but to separate it from this bit we're going to use a bit of creative license and do a little line of light there as well. So a bit dark up there, but we will leave a highlight on his shoulder. So with the lightest one, colours aren't very different, so with the dark one I'm going to do another piece down here, this piece, and then blend that in. And blend it all together with the light one. So let's do this foot. What am I doing? That's it. This foot here. I'll leave a highlight at the top. And the dark one. I'm going to do a little bit more on this foot. Dark. With a dark one round here. Edge up there. So mid-tone up here, leaving a bit of highlight. I'm going to do a little bit more dark here, a little bit in there. He's got a little bit of a fold in there. Blend that out. And then with the light one, just go over, blend it all in. So let's do his little face. So we're going to have a bit dark here, a bit of dark down here. I'm going to leave a little space for a highlight just to separate the two areas, although there wouldn't naturally be a highlight there. A bit dark underneath his ears and down this side. Blending that out just a little bit. It is going to be dark inside all the way, I think. Apart from a little bit I shall leave there. I'm going to put the lightest one down here. So although there wouldn't naturally be a highlight there, it just sort of separates the two areas up a little bit, or else they'll end up blending in together. So I'm going to the next one, lightest one. Just up here. I'm going to leave a little bit, do a bit of a highlight there. We can always make the highlight smaller if we want to. So for his muzzle, we're going to, for his pads and for his muzzle, we're going to keep it fairly light. So I'm going to go with the lightest of the browns. Just do the bottom part of his pads. And then blend it with this, which is a little bit lighter. Same on his little paw. I think that might actually be a dotty fabric piece, so I might change that. So let's do, this muzzle's going to be dark, so I'm going to go with the mid-tone just to do dark under here. Over there, which might be a little bit darker. Right, let's do his pinky bits. So with the dark one, I'm just going to do a little bit like that. That'll be dark there, and that one. I'm going to make all of this pink, and then we're going to have some white dots on it. These are going to be pink as well, so that's him done, I think. I might put a little bit darker around his face here. I think that's going to be him. I am going to restamp him, see if I can get his nose a bit blacker, and if not, I'll colour it. So, although I did him the first time in Memento so that he was alcohol ink friendly, I'm now going to do him in Versafine Clair, which is a nice black. So let's do him one more just on his nose. Actually, we'll do his feet as well. Okay, so I'm just going to put the little greeting on. Which is this one. I don't know where I'm going to put it. There, I think. So let's make sure that's straight. Looks okay. Okay, I am going to put a bit of grounding on him, so let me pop these away and get some greys out. So I've got warm grey 1, 5 and 7. And all I'm going to do is do a bit of, just a bit of shading underneath. Okay, let's get this cut down a little bit. I'll just take a smidge off the bottom. Okay, let me get a card base and a matte layer. So let me get this stuck together. Okay, I think we'll put some little gems on him. Seeing as I've got so many, I think we'll go with little pinky ones. So I'm going to go with this darker pink one. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 little gems. So I hope you like that, and I hope that was what you wanted, Michelle. I can always colour the gummy pan die cut in as well sometimes, so but in the meantime, that's today's card. Little teddy bear. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Okay, bye.